Supreme Being.
Supreme Being, Divine Souls.
We are here to share with you
what changes happened to us during our Kundalini awakening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. So the first thing, first of all, I just wanted to say many kisses, much love, much energy to all our new subscribers, our these beings that comes to us and connect to us through our music and our twin flames experiences. And that's it. Just wanted to drop this like eternal thank you to all of you.
Our
And
connection is a providence. It's not an accident that you come upon our videos. It's
Yes.
all a creation of the universe, and coming to us, it means we are sharing the same vibration, and we are infinitely grateful and happy about that.
so nice. So we are here to say what happened after our spiritual awakening, and there's we came upon many things, but it's like 10. Most of them it's incredible. It's like
It's the first things that came to our minds, these 10 things.
yes, and I think it will happen to you most probably because it's a collective awakening. It's not an individual stuff, and I think this will help you in your journey as well. So the first thing was the jobs. Yeah, it's the first thing. This is crazy.
It's one of the first things that happened, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a result as well of some spiritual work on ourselves.
Yeah,
But leaving our jobs was one of the most essential things
Yeah.
that we went through.
it was not the first thing. It's just happened right after one by one, like this.
Yes, I think it was me who I left my job first, and then a few months later, Andrew did the same.
Oh my God.
And it was so freeing, so much emotionally unblocking our souls. At least for me and for you, I know it was.
Yes.
It was an amazing experience.
We were, my gosh, jumping, celebrating. It was crazy. So yeah.
Of course, the financial part still exists. We still are within the boundaries of this matrix where we live. And part of this experience was our business. We opened our own business afterwards.
Yes.
It was last
It
year.
was amazing.
It was also an amazing experience.
Yes. It was. From now, if we look back, probably we could think about something else. But in that time, it was like a savior, you know. It was really, really good on that time. It's a transition. You need a transition. You cannot just
And
fly like this.
we broke a lot of our fears through this experience.
Yes.
Because before that, I always wanted to have my own business, but I was always afraid to do it alone. And together, we broke through this barrier. I
Yes,
think.
that's it. So we can tell about our diet, what
Yes.
happened, and that's pretty much, I think, the first thing that really happened to me, at least to me. I think to you as well.
Yes.
I think the diet played a very
I
huge
followed
role.
you.
You can, I think, it's easier to, for example, to leave your job if you change your diet first, because I think the matrix, yes, it is financially and other things, but it's also in your food. You feel such a freedom once you change your diet. And one of the things was I left dairy. It was the first thing, and after 3 months I left the other things, and we became naturally vegans. We didn't even follow any movement. We just went with the intuition. We leave one
Yes.
thing and we just went straight.
It was also a result of this awakening, because for me, for example, I came up with a very severe allergy, and Andrew was already telling me about the plant-based diet, and I was very interested into it, but I was still not fully transitioned. and all of a sudden I just got this severe allergy, which was I think it was just an expression of my soul screaming and telling me, do this change finally.
It's crazy.
And this is when I did that change, and ever since I'm feeling amazing.
God bless. Yes, because I will cry if I return to such a night again, really.
No, we cannot imagine to go backwards now.
Yes.
It's absolutely impossible.
Yes, and what happened right after the diet, it was the surroundings, because we just want to tell to every single being we encounter, wow, I changed this food and now I have so much energy, but to them it's like, hey, you are breaking the tradition of our country, it's like, hey, something's not supreme. So they already make a barrier, and they make questions, and there's some separation, and you also feel that after a while you feel that you just cannot force anyone to be. It's not forcing, but for them it is like this, and you just have to allow it.
The curious thing is that to me this thing happened before. That's the number 3 thing, that actually you change your whole surrounding of friends and environment generally. But this happened to me before I changed my diet. The key to this though was that I let go of what I had before that, and in this way I was just guided by my intuition, but then afterwards I understood what the reason is. In this way, what I did was I made space, and the universe could hear my message like this and actually fulfill it.
Yes.
To send me souls of my vibration.
That's the coolest part. Oh my God.
Yes.
When you begin to feel detached so much from everyone, you feel desperate, and you say, I'm alone.
Yeah,
and then
there's no one to talk to.
And then there's someone that comes and he says, you're not alone, look, I'm doing the same and stuff. And you have just one more friend, one more. It's not a lot, but it's like it's equal to 1,000 or something.
Yes, and then the circle grows so much. Oh my gosh,
yes,
it's amazing.
Yes. And now we have all of you that is supporting us, and we are being supported by you, and we support you as well, and the energy continues. You can send us private messages if you want while you are watching this video. We can help you guide through diet and healing and stuff. It's amazing. We are a circle of happiness. It's amazing.
Yeah. The more you raise your vibration, the bigger the circle of people around you will grow.
And another thing that happened was that we became so much smart, man. Very creative, so many ideas popping out of nowhere. It's like all these things you only hear from people that already became successful, and they have their own stuff, or you watch on TV or stuff. But when you are detoxed, you just get so much information, so much downloads. Wow, it's amazing.
It just flows through the energy.
And when we go with it, we feel that we are not doing 100% ourselves. So that's why we opened a YouTube channel to speak out, because it's a lot.
It's part of our creativity.
Yeah.
That we are going through. For me, it started with making decoupaged glass, and then I was doing soaps and natural cosmetics. All this was part of the awakening process for me. It happens when you reach the stage of unblocking your throat chakra, technically.
Yes, that's supreme.
The throat chakra is the creativity which is in you. And don't be surprised, these are not things that are new for you. You were always craving deep inside your soul to do all these things.
Yes, we were.
They were always
I think it lacked something like a push, something
yes.
like a battery, or I don't know.
You just needed to unblock yourself and woo, to explode.
Yes, and many times we come across sometimes we come across of beings who have suicidal thoughts, or they are very depressive, they want to lead this role, and I just think to myself, they are so much capable. We think about this, and when we say, hey, change this or do that, and once they increase their vibration, they love the earth so much, because that's what we are supposed to do. We are supposed to be alive, man. We are supposed to
be in nature.
Yes, man.
And that's something else that comes along with this
sitting
journey.
here in nature, on this grass. So nice.
It's
blue
amazing.
Sky. So nice.
This is our favorite place to be now. We always loved nature, and when you go for a vacation, where do you go? You go in nature. You go either on the seaside or in the mountain. But we don't think about it when we are so busy with, with the everyday life, that nature is what is supposed to charge us every single day. Whenever you have a chance, just go in the sun. Get some charge. This divine energy is waiting for you.
Let's give them just a little bit of sun. Look at this beauty. So nice.
And that's one of the things that just exploded in ourselves. Now we feel so close to nature. I developed this ability to speak with the plants, especially with orchids.
Oh, so nice.
Yes. Andre has a supreme connection with the earth itself, with the grass, and he has so much understanding of all this. And all of you can develop this.
And you have this sensitivity from energy, and you are not okay, spit it out and woof, to the top. That's a very nice thing as well. Yeah, that's it. Our love vibration increased so much. Our heart, man, oh my gosh, our heart. I think the throat chakra gets so active because the heart, it's expanding, and it's flowing so much. So we need to express our love to everyone, and many beings, they do not understand this, but it's okay, because the earth is it has the vibration of high and the vibration of staying the same. It's okay. But for example, today I went to the shop, and there was a being there that recognized me when I was a kid, and our conversation was supreme, just that he doesn't want to change, and he asked me, hey, so where you are and stuff, and what do you do? And he got surprised and a little bit like, this is not comfortable. Of course it's not comfortable, but love is like this. It expands, and it's always different. It's like this.
In our awakening journey, we reach this state of the love vibration, which is the infinite. So you don't make difference anymore if that's your mother or your friend, or it's just a tree. You feel the same kind of love, which is very, very deep.
Yeah, and the emotional level.
It's actually your connection with the divine. And this love, if you manage to crack open this love to reach this vibration, you are infinitely connected with anyone and everything, and you can receive all the messages from the universe 24/7 generally.
Yes.
Through your intuition.
We get very much sensitive and so much emotions rolling around, and it's like a language, man. It's like you were born, yes, and you learn a language, yes, but there is another language going on. There's the emotional level. Everyone is speaking to you through the emotional level all the time. They are either hiding or not hiding. I mean, they are still using it. It's just they are not saying through the mouth, but they are speaking to you through the emotion. Anything that they don't say with the mouth, they say with the emotion. And wow, sometimes it's very powerful. Sometimes it's too much. For example, when we go to the hypermarket, we get bombarded with emotions everywhere, vibration, and even thoughts and stuff. But that's how it is. You will probably, for us it's okay, but you will probably get affected because it's the first time. But it's okay. Learn to ground yourself.
Even for us now, we're experiencing it so long, and sometimes it brings because you can technically feel the feelings of the others around you. That's what happens. it is so deep, so emotional. I remember when this first started, I was still in Cyprus, and I still remember this moment. I was driving my car and I had to wait on a traffic light.
Ah, yes, I remember.
And I had all these people around me and all these cars, and all of a sudden I could feel all the emotions. It was like a mixture of emotions everywhere, and there was so much sadness and anger, and it brought so much emotion in me. I started crying. I couldn't handle it.
Oh my god.
It's like this, but don't take it as negative. It's actually one of the most positive things, I think, for me, because that's how we are supposed to communicate with each other, through telepathy, through emotion, through vibration. We are infinitely connected. We are all one, and we are supposed to feel each other instantly.
We are supposed to charge each other with love, and that's it. That's our... And then we realize that the whole thing of the awakening, the basis is the love. It's so much love. That's the energy of love. You are just connected with love, or you are not. That's what it is. If you are not, and you are with beings that are from the opposite of love vibration, they will suck your energy. It's just like this. It is almost unintentionally,
yes.
But it happens. So you just keep your energy and you respect.
We went through that, and it can be very exhausting at times.
Yes.
It happens just because we are all not at the same vibration yet.
Yes.
But we are getting
And
there.
when we are too humble, we think that we have to, you have to stay with these beings, but you will soon remember that it's not like this. You just have to flow with the love. Love is your true friend. That's it. We made many spiritual practices to enhance our Kundalini experience.
It's one of the first things that we started, actually.
Yes. Ah, yes. I mean, we met through this.
We met through that, yes.
Yes. I think
meditation.
This actually was almost like first step. This was first, and then everything.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We are not putting things in a specific order. But indeed, meditation was one of the first things that we both started, and it helped enhance our vibrations straight away.
We made so many astral projections and stuff. It all began.
That's how we actually met in the Astral. Just before meeting physically, this being visited me several times, and it was one of the most supreme experiences we had. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
It was the most infinite love that I have ever felt in my life. I have never experienced it with any other being.
When I saw this being from distance, I just recognize and acknowledge and remember who I really am and who she really was, which we are the same thing. It was one of the best sensations on earth. This wow, it's not on earth. It's on the spiritual level.
Yes.
So nice.
Yes. So yes, do spiritual practices. They will help you definitely.
Yes,
But
Kundalini yoga.
I just want to say, always do them with love.
With love, yes.
With love.
You
Love
have
is
to
the
enjoy.
key, yes. Because otherwise you can watch the... it's not a warning, there's nothing to be afraid of, but... I recommend you to watch the video about the fourth dimension.
Yes.
Because it will explain to you why we always have to stay in the love vibration practice and all these things. Because you will find beings who are speaking on YouTube and generally in space over there of the harmful benefits of yoga and meditation and all these things. It's simply because they didn't enter with the love vibration in these practices. They are created with love, and they are created to enhance even more on a deeper level this highest vibration.
That's what it is. And one of the things, all of this we did it, and we are still going through them, but it's already like inside our blood. But
it was more intense at the beginning.
Yeah, one thing that is it was much more intense, but one thing that is coming from time to time is emotional blockages. These I mean, I would say emotional unblockages, because once they appear, we unblock them and that's it. Because the reason
if
why
we speak about them.
If we don't
because
speak about it.
Because we have to be very honest about when something like this comes to the surface. We have to be super honest about it.
Yes.
And we are always practicing this with each other.
Yes. And we think that lying is the only thing that is low vibration, but it's not. Hiding is the same vibration of lying, the same exact stuff. Because we, as human beings, we can do it all the time. Like, you want more ice cream? And the other says, no, it's okay, but
deep inside,
deep inside. So it's lying, but not like this. You see.
Just
and
imagine that in the higher dimensions, there's no speaking.
Yeah.
You all just know what the other is going through. So imagine if it was here like this, there would be no emotional blockages at all.
Yeah, it will be.
We don't need all.
It will be transparent. And it is like this. Fifth-dimensional light body, it's just light. There's no density, so you can see transparent. It's everything is clear and crystal and beautiful. Only love. Whoosh.
We are going through all this with the one single purpose, and it is to transition to the fifth dimension.
Yes.
Together with Mother Earth, and to help raise the collective consciousness, because the more of us do this, go through this process, the more there will be.
Yes, and we are not going anywhere. It is here, it is now. That's it.
That's it.
Do it. Go with it.
Change your diet, that's the first thing. Change your diet so that you have a painless awakening.
Let's say just a few words on that for the ones who are not following us. It's like we transcended to mostly fruit diet, high carb. Not really like high carb, but it's like mostly carb. It's like
high carb,
we can say high carb. Because there was a point, we were discussing all kinds of diets, and we experimented with so many. And high carb is the most cleanest. There's even
fruit is the key.
Fruit.
Yeah.
I would say, because when the food is alive, man, take from the tree, or there's no cooking, nothing. You just bring your spoon and do it.
Fruits are the food which is closest to the sun.
Yes.
Closest to the divine.
And we have a video about that. We talk about like facts that the carb is really what was designed for us. It's that's it. It's the most healthy and transparent and vibrating and lovely and beautiful.
And it will give you so much energy and will help you see things more clear and go into the love vibration much easier.
We love you
very much.
So much love we are sending.
And we wish you painless and beautiful awakening journey.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.